Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Devotees, how nice to see you all after a long time. Of how to prepare oneself rather than just walk in on the day and that's it, we just, whatever's happening is happening. But if we can actually gear ourselves up and really get focused like that, then we'll have much nicer festivals individually and collectively. And we'll be able to do all sorts of Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadravedi, Sri Srinatai Gaura Sundari. So, of course, the next important festival coming is Lord Balaram's appearance day. And who knows what is the date of Lord Balaram's appearance day?
31st August.
31st of August. Right. I don't know what. I guess it's in the middle of the week or something along those lines. Thursday. What date is that? You know, Krishna consciousness is just, there's a festival every day actually. In fact, not 3 or 4 or 5. Nice occasions, but you can't really, maybe I shouldn't say that. It's really like one sort of, it's 2 verses. From the 10th canto, Manda Mandam Jaladara, Jagajur Anusadara, Nishite Tama Udbute, Jayamane Janardane, Devakyam Deva Rupinya, and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered out of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon. Because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna. Just one point I'll just mention before we go more into it is that I'm sure you noticed, and even I emphasized a bit when I read it, that this is Krishna appearing actually. This is Krishna. But in the middle here, but actually this is Lord Krishna. So why refer to him as Vishnu? The thing is that Lord Krishna is appearing as taking the role or the place of the Yuga avatar, really, for Kali Yuga. But Lord Krishna as the Yuga, taking the role of the Yuga avatar for Dwapara Yuga. He's sort of taking the position, in a certain sense at least, of Lord Vishnu, because it's Vishnu who comes in different forms as the Yuga avatars, usually. So anyway, that's the point there. It's an interesting little point. And so that's very nice. That's Lord Krishna appearing on, what is it, the 27th?
7th.
Oh, it's the 7th. on the 7th of September, which is soon. So, right, like we said, we were asked to say something on how to prepare our consciousness for any of these occasions, but in this context, particularly these occasions which are just now coming. And I thought I could mention a few things which you can do individually, collectively, it depends. But if you do these things, particularly if you try and do all of these things, because there's a number of them, but at least if some of you can do some and maybe a few of you do all, then I think by the time Lord Balaram's appearance day comes, on the 31st of August, and they want to speak of, if not all, but at least the great majority of you all, of you actually, and when Ramanomi is coming, they do some sort of Ramayana, some sort of program like that for a while. And look at these, some of these things, these are like suggestions, you could say, of things that could be done. So, when it comes to, particularly now is coming appearance days, not all of the festivals are appearance days like after Radha Ashtami, the next one will be in terms of just the initial idea of state of consciousness. First aspect is, you could say, the philosophy, the understanding. What's it about? What's the significance? What happened? How, just some time. And then he was transferred to the womb of Rohini, who is, like you could say, his real mother, so to speak. But for some time he was in the womb of Devaki. And for what? Why on earth? Why didn't he just go straight to Rohini, who is, so to speak, his real mother? So, Supreme Lord, Krishna has so many expansions on different levels. Some are full expansions, partial expansions, and there's some who are like parts of parts. It's quite a science, actually. So, and Lord Balaram, after Krishna, he's number one. So he's really very high level form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But still, even so, in fact, Srila Jiva Goswami says that if you ask Krishna, if someone asks Krishna, who is God? Then Krishna, with his pointing finger, points at his chest and says, me. Also. But he doesn't. If he's asked who is God, Balaram says, Krishna. It is much more fun to be a devotee of God than to be God. Yeah. We are the lucky ones. We get to be the devotees and not attempt to be some sort of form of God. So there is understandings of Lord Balaram, when the day comes, what is it? It's 11 days next. So that's there. But then there's also the second aspect or part, is the pastimes of the particular person, or like with Govardhan Puja, the particular pastime, the different aspects of the pastime. And like we mentioned, that then just on the day we say some